What if the women who look the most capable are actually the most exhausted? There's a statistic in this book that made me pause. In the USA, suicide rates have risen sharply among middle-aged women. For women aged 45 to 54, it became one of the leading causes of death. I think it's seventh now. And here in Finland, where I live, the rates in that age group have also been rising. That's shocking. This is the book review, Why We Can't Sleep, The Hidden Cost of Doing It All, by Ada Calhoun. Because these women are not reckless women. These are women who did everything right, worked hard, raised children, held marriages together, showed up everywhere where they were needed, never missed a thing. So is midlife so bad? This is what this book explores. There's a line I can't stop thinking about. When all your choices have led you here, how can you trust yourself to make a right choice? That is midlife in one sentence. If you have been through divorce, if you stayed too long, if you chose someone who betrayed you, if you build a career that no longer fits, you start questioning yourself. Midlife isn't just stress, it's a crisis in self-trust. You look back and think, did I miss something? Was I naive? Can I trust myself again? And when that self-trust cracks, everything feels unstable. For my own life, I felt that in my 40s. In my 40s, I thought, what if I hadn't left a high-paying job in advertising? Instead, I chose to take care of my family. My father had just died. My mother had Alzheimer's and moved in with us. I had 2 young boys, a house, freelance work, and a husband who traveled constantly. And for years, I felt guilty. Guilty for not earning what I used to earn, because I didn't see that caregiving was work. Many women carry that invisible labor and then judge themselves for it. If you are judging yourself, you are not alone. In fact, many of us feel that way. Another quote that broke my heart. My friends say I'm too picky, but the truth is that nobody picks me. That's not arrogance, that's invisibility. So many women in their 40s and 50s here. Lower your standards, be less independent, be more flexible. In other words, settle. This is exactly why I created this channel, so you can remember your value even when midlife world feels complicated. Gen X women were told you can have it all, more than our mothers ever had. Career, family, love, financial independence, health, impact. So we worked, we achieved, we coped. But the book keeps circling one question: at what cost? In this book, middle-aged women are described as the hardest working, the ones who never miss a thing. And I thought, yes, that's us. What is the cost of never missing a thing? When did we forget to rest, to say no, not to hold everything together? We learned to be capable, but we forgot how to take care of ourselves. The book makes something very clear. This isn't about spa days. This isn't about superficial self-care, because this exhaustion isn't surface level, it's existential. Who am I now? What was that all for? Why am I so tired? Why don't I feel the joy I expected? And I love that this book validates this. You are not dramatic, you are not weak, you are tired from carrying too much for too long. The book diagnoses the problem brilliantly. Cultural pressure, economic strain, caregiving overload, comparison culture. It explains why so many women feel unwell. But I wish the solace had come earlier. In this book, we sit in the suffering for a long time before relief appears. And here's where I add my voice. Yes, we need understanding, but we also need a new story, because if we stay only in this is too much, we stay stuck. Midlife can be a collapse, but it also can be a rebirth. When self-trust breaks, we can rebuild it. When we feel invisible, we can redefine our worth. When we have been overfunctioning for decades, we can finally rest without guilt. This book isn't depressing, it's clarifying. It names the unrealistic system, the impossible expectations, the uneven load, and naming it matters, but I believe something deeply. There are things that we can do to feel better. That's why I created this channel. Not to deny the weight, but to remind you, you are not powerless. Yes, the system failed us in many ways, and now we get to choose. What do I carry into the next chapter? Not because I should, not to prove anything, not out of fear, but because I trust myself again. I just did a video on self-trust that you can watch next. If you are in your 40s, 50s, or even 60s and you feel more tired than you thought you would, please hear this. Your exhaustion makes sense, but it is not your identity. This season doesn't have to be a decline. It can be a redesign. Maybe the next chapter is about leaving behind what drains you, what diminishes you, what no longer fits, and finally choosing yourself. If this resonated, please tell me in the comments what part hit you the most. And if you have read Why We Can't Sleep, I would love to know what stayed with you. And if you're rebuilding your confidence in midlife, especially in love, subscribe. That's exactly what we do here.